Hello, I am Mike of Near Enough Dice. This is the Kerbal Space Program. Discovery 1 has started its circularization burn around Kerbin. It's going to be about a 5-minute burn or so. So you can see the Kerbin escape going up. This should capture fairly quickly, but after that, we'll get ourselves a nice. It's going to have to bring down that orbit, so it's actually more or less circularized. And once that's done, I'm going to want to actually another couple of series of burns to bring the orbit down to 100K, because that's actually I might not do that. I've suddenly realised I might want to do a slightly different order, where I launch the SSTO Rocket. Well, that was quick. Wasn't fast enough to catch that. Anyway, I launched the SSTO Rocket at 100 kilometers, and then given that Discovery is going to have still a good 1,000 delta V left. Encounter, because it's going to have a good amount of delta V left. Send Discovery 2 to rendezvous with the SSTO, EVA the Kerbals across, bring everyone down. That is going to be nice and simple. Oh, we're not doing an EVA report. Not while we're doing a burn. That would be a mistake. So it looks like there's at least one biome where we haven't done an EVA report. May have to sort that out. So we're already captured. We're just bringing the apoapsis down. So that's going to take a little while. It's going to take another 3 minutes. So I think I'm just going to come back in about 3 minutes. Once the circularization burn was finally done, the obvious thing to do was to send up the SSTO Rocket, which is what I did then. That all went pretty easily. Then I set the Discovery 2 to rendezvous with the SSTO Rocket. That was a bit tedious because it needed several orbits to synchronize, and I couldn't go beyond 100 times time warp, so that took ages. So I skipped that bit. Okay, we are coming up to the final few seconds before the burn. So it looks like we're about to do it. Still not quite sure whether it kept coming out of warp, round about here, kept coming into warp, and then going back into warp. And the intercepts kept changing. So I don't know what was going on there. But, well, it's going to be about an 8-second burn, give or take. Yeah, 8.7. And then we wait to actually do the intercept. So it's all good. There we go. Can't hear the rocket. It's probably I probably would hear the rocket if I was in normal mode instead of map mode. So it's coming. So we're coming up to finish that burn, and it's all going to be down to what the encounter is like when the burn is off, when it actually turns off the maneuver node, and then because while there's a maneuver node, there we go. Okay. Well, it's calculated it as being there, so I guess we're going to find out. So at this stage, we might as well point this way. And our target should be out there somewhere. Can't see it just yet.
But we will no doubt warp our way. Ah, there we go. So it is approaching. Looks like we'll be approaching in daytime, which would be a nice change. I wonder if we've missed it. No, we're still getting closer. So any second now. I thought it was kind of a bit fine, suddenly realised it was time warping, so that was why that was happening. Five, four, three. Oh, there we go. So I don't know if we're going to get the 500, the 300 meters I wanted, but quite frankly, anything will do. It may refine it further. We'll just stop here. I'd use the docking autopilot, but because there isn't a docking port on this craft, you can't. This won't work. Okay, so it's continuing to close to target, so there you go. Interestingly, it's doing it all by maneuver nodes, which is not really how I'd do it. But I suspect if once you've written your really good maneuver node following code for your autopilot, then you're going to continue to use that really good autopilot following code. See that it's keeping the prograde marker and the target marker right on top of each other, which is quite good. So we're heading towards it about 8 meters a second. Well, slightly under 9. Looks like we're going to get the maneuver we want. They're looking very happy. Probably because they've been told there's a supply of new fresh snacks on board. Having been two years away, nearly 3 years away. That's how long Timis has been. Bill's obviously been away, like, it's not been going for 12 years now. Out and about, poor lad. So we're heading towards SSTO Rocket 6 mech jab. So it looks to be another 40 odd seconds, just under 40 seconds before we do the next burn. Whoop, what happened there? There you go. Don't really need the user interface for this bit. Plus you can actually now see the rocket rather nicely off in the distance. That's actually quite pretty. Not quite sure which bit of Kerbin we're going across right now. Really don't know, but I don't know. Yeah, Kerbin's kind of interesting. You don't really get to learn many of its continents or its areas. It's just KSC and the bits that aren't KSC. That's really all there is to it. Oh well, let's put the user interface back on so I can see how long we've got. About 6 seconds. I could last another 6 seconds. There you go. Trying to arrange for a nice composition. Rule of thirds and all that. So there we go with yeah, I can't hear it because I turned the speakers off. Haha! Turned the speakers off during the long burn. I turned the speakers off because it was really quite aggravating. So, is that us done? We are done, and we are 282 meters away. So, I think Tamissa is going to do the EVA first. Oh, damn it! We very briefly had the possibility of a biome of a EVA. So she is going first because she's going to be taking all the experiments because she is the scientist. Let's get rid of the. We'll go. That's the docking port of the SSTO Rocket, but this is helmet cam of Tamissa, so we can aim reasonably well. Go up a tad. I wonder what it is. Oh well. Maybe Bill could get this one on the way across. There's obviously some biome somewhere that I've not got yet. I can maybe get an EVA of. I really should switch to 1.05 and get the nav ball when I'm in EVA mode. That'd be really handy. So I'm just adjusting so I'm heading even closer towards. So I was drifting off a bit, so I've kind of done my best to drift back. Doing it by helmet cam really is a lot easier, I find, because in third person mode the camera, the Kerbal themselves is actually in the way, but you can also just look around. Oh, am I actually moving myself when I do that? Ooh. Ooh. My head position immediately resets itself if I actually use any thrust. So I'm going to slow down. And we're going to head towards. I'm going to slow down quite a bit actually. I'm going to head towards that ladder down there. Would help if I use the right keys. There we go. The fact that my shadow is in the right place, which is quite convenient. So I can just head towards that ladder. Whoop, and make mistakes. Let's go straight to boarding. So all those experiments are now on board. Hurrah! So just aim for that rocket and then hit forwards, and then we'll pretty much immediately head the right way. Right, I'm actually going to go third person, just in case I do get that whatever biome that was. I want to see if I can get that, and I can only do that in third person. They're going to be quite quick because it came very, very, very rapid. You know, it was very quick. Probably not going to get it. Probably like the orbit we've done has probably taken us past any possibility of that happening. I don't know why I care, because the amount of science you get is actually going to be quite small, but you know, never mind. When I get to 200 meters, I'm going to switch over. That's really going to be the point where it's like, I really need to, you know, be in control of where I'm going. Speed up a little bit. It's going to head up a little bit. You can see it's going a bit high. Willing to bet as soon as I head back into single person view, suddenly I'm going to get that science alert come up and say, oh, there's a thing you could have gotten, and I'm going to be like, Yarr. Well, I suspect it has in fact passed us by. How we doing? How you feeling? Oh, look at him. Look how happy he is. Look, he's a happy bunny. That is the purest definition of a happy Kerbal. How far can we go? So I'm just going to take that as a picture, I think. Anyway, that hit 100 meters, so I'll just go to helmet cam. Actually, there I am on helmet cam. Sorry, on docking port cam. But this is where we are on helmet cam, in actual helmet cam. So if I use my right mouse button and aim, and then hit the forward key, I do end up changing my aim, which is quite cool. Drifting little, so I'm going to try and compensate for that. Ooh. Going a bit up, so I'm now heading a bit down. There we go, more or less going pretty much exactly where I want to go. A little off to the side so I can aim for those steps or that ladder. Can't remember if you can enter via a docking port if you're just a raw Kerbal. Let's slow ourselves down a little bit. And there we go. So we just back up till we can board. And we're on board. So all we need to do now is land That is going to be next time. So until then, thanks very much for watching. Please do hit like and subscribe. If you're enjoying these videos, come visit Neil F. Dice at neilfdice.com. Also on Facebook and Twitter. And until we meet again, reach for, if I remember the final one, reach for the stars.